I have covered a lot of cleaning robots over the years, and while they get the job done, they don't quite have the intelligence that a human would. Well, Narwal has developed the Freo Z Ultra to tackle this very issue. They're claiming this robot can think and react like a human. And how does that work? Well, let's dive into these features. But first, I want to thank Narwal for sending this product out and sponsoring today's video. Let's start with all the features that you're going to get with this base station. We've got clean and dirty water tanks on the top with a touchpad on the lid for quick controls. Beneath that is a massive dust bag that can store up to 120 days worth of cleanings and cleaning solution here in the middle. And on the very bottom, we have got the mop pad washing station that uses sensors to detect the dirt levels and uses AI to adjust the water temperatures between 113 and 167 degrees, depending on what's detected. If it's an oily mess and something that needs to be sanitized, it's gonna take advantage of that extremely hot water to take care of that for us. Also, this base station is one of the quietest ones that I have tested out there. The vacuum has some unique features itself. The triangle mop pads overlap each other to give the floor a better cleaning. It has an impressive 12,000 pascals of suction, and it has a no tangle brush that has a slight angle to it. It only connects on one side of the vacuum, and the angle of the brush pushes the hair to the other side and has it fall off to be vacuumed up. There's also an attachment for cleaning baseboards. Now here's where we're getting to some of my favorite features of the Freo Z Ultra, and that would be the twin AI dodge obstacle avoidance system and its dual RGB cameras on the front. These are powered by its dual AI computing chips that allow the vacuum to make human-like decisions. Now with that sort of flex, I really wanted to push this thing to its limits. Some of the hardest things for a vacuum to detect are going to be shoelaces, charging cables, and maybe even a pet toy or two. I scattered these all over the ground to see how well this vacuum was going to do in a scenario like this. And to my surprise, those onboard sensors powered by the dual AI chips did a fantastic job. Everything I laid in front of its path, it was able to avoid. Got it close to a lot of things, found its way around it, used intelligence from those dual cameras on front, and navigated around everything on the floor. Now, a cool thing in the app is that when it does find an obstacle, it's going to mark it on the map. You can then tap on that obstacle, it'll tell you what it is and actually give you a picture using its onboard cameras so you can see what it is too. Next is AI Dirt Sensing 2.0. Now this is going to be an upgrade from the previous models. This feature allows the vacuum to detect how dirty the floor is and adjust the cleaning in real time. For example, if there is a wet spill on the ground, it's going to stop the front brushes and the vacuum suction. It's then going to increase the mop pressure to help get that spill mopped up. Now, if it is a big spill, it's going to detect when those mop pads are soiled. It's going to return to the base station, clean off the mop pads, dry them off, return to the spill, clean it up a little bit more, and it's going to keep doing that back and forth until it gets everything cleaned up. So this way it is not spreading the mess everywhere. It's actually dumping it back in the base station and then coming back with fresh pads and getting that thing all cleaned up. All right, now I want to dive into the app to see some of the features that we're going to be getting with this robot vacuum. So here is the app, very polished. I actually have been very impressed using this app compared to some of the other vacuums that I've done in the past. So we've got our app right here. Down here along the bottom, we have got like quick start. So if I just want to quickly fire this thing off and do its thing without having to go into all the settings, I can do that right down here on the bottom for the shortcuts. We also have a list of shortcuts. So I can add extra shortcuts down here, which I thought was pretty cool. If I tap on the actual vacuum itself, it's going to load up the vacuum. Now here is the map of my downstairs. We've got our kitchen area, living room, kids room, bathroom. It was pretty cool that it detected most of this by itself. I did have to divide the kitchen and the living room and then gave them their own names. So you can set up different names. If I wanted to divide the kitchen a little bit more, I could divide that room in half and say, do a dining room and a kitchen. And the cool thing about that is that if I set this up with a voice assistant, I can tell the voice assistant which rooms I want clean. So I can say something like, Alexa, have the vacuum clean the kitchen, and it'll go out and just clean that kitchen area. So I like that. Something else that I want to show on here right away that I thought was super cool is if I tap on this little icon right up here, this is going to allow us to access the camera. So we'll turn the phone to the side and take a look at the camera on here, because we have the dual camera here on the front. This is also be used as a security camera. Now, Narwal is adamant about user privacy, and that is why this product is TÜV certified, meaning it's going to protect your privacy and keep all of those images locally on the vacuum and not upload or share them at all. It's going to use those 2 AI chips that are on board to do all the processing it needs to. And the vacuum will notify you when that camera on the front is activated.
Video occupied.
So from here, I can see the camera and what's going on. I've got controls over here on the side. So if I push the forward button, it is going to undock, and I can now go around the house. On the side over here, I've got the buttons for taking a picture or recording a video. I can turn this side to side and kind of look around if I want to do that. And then we've also got the button up top here that will have the vacuum actually return back to base. So let's say I take it out and I'm going around the house, and then I don't want to necessarily steer it back to the home base. I can tap that button up in the top corner. It'll return itself back to the home base. Okay, so I'm going to cancel out of here. We'll go back into our settings here. So down along the bottom here, we have got our options for floor maintenance, vacuum, and mop, or vacuum and then mop. So I like the distinction between the two of those right there. You can set up just vacuuming, just mopping. You can even set up a custom cleaning right there. Below that, we have got our option for setting up a schedule if you want to do that. Let's go back to the clean. We can do history too. So here is the history of the vacuum. You can take a look at those right there. Now we do have the option of vacuuming by rooms. So let's say I want to do just the bathroom. So I'll tap on the bathroom and maybe just the kitchen. So I can set it up where it's just going to do those two, and I can tap both of those right there to get it back to selecting all of the rooms. If I want to do it by zone, there's a little tab right here where I can go from room to zone. Zones right here, I can set it up. So I can tap on this one right here, and I can set up different zones, resize it to the way I want to, and say maybe just clean that zone if we want to do it by zones. We've got a 3D map. So clicking on the 3D map will bring up the map in 3D, where we can set up different furniture and different rooms going throughout the house, so you can see where everything is and what your house looks like. To me, that's kind of a nice to have, not necessarily needed though. Now I want to go into the settings and show you guys just a couple of the quick settings on here. So let's tap on the settings button. We can see our device information up top. We've got device, we got firmware, we've got the Freo Mind. Now this is going to be a lot of its smart sensing capabilities. We've got our remop options. We've got our edge mode, so we can do always or smart. Our heavy duty detergent. We've got the suction power, mopping humidity, and coverage precision. For those, I have them all left at smart and letting the vacuum decide as it's going through. This is because the environment is constantly changing. So to have it be able to just determine and figure that out on its own is what I want this thing to do. Below that, we've got the cleaning option. We've got general, we've got base station. So tapping on the base station, we've got a bunch of different options in here for what exactly we want it to do in the base station. We can set temperature control, dust collection modes, if we want it to be quieter or louder, or suction. And then we've also got our map editing and manage accessories. Now, managing accessories is pretty cool because we can go in here and see all the different accessories that come with this thing, how much they've been used, and when we potentially might need a replacement. This vacuum is pretty amazing, and I think deserving of the human-like description that they have given it. Links will be in the description for more details. Now that we've talked about cleaning up the floors of your house, how about cleaning up your home network? Do you even have a home network? And if you do, did you set it up correctly? Well, if this is something you need help with, check out this video right here where I go into a beginner guide of step-by-step instructions for setting up your home network correctly and getting it running as efficiently as possible. If this video is helpful, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. As always, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.